wanted to mention the call, trial, return Bardo without the cards and the I Ching readings, just to give some context. The call we associate with the dawn, the spring. It's the beginning. If we allow confusion at the call, then at the trial, the day, the summer, we won't have 5A, attitude, attachment, agenda. If we bring the ideal parent figure to the negative adaptive child and negative free child during the trial, during the day, during the summer, then we may be able to go into the return, the fall, the dusk, without judging, grasping, and regret, which then allows us to surrender to the winter, the Bardo, the night, with humility. But if we're judging and grasping, then we don't have humility. We're trying to send some information across the gap, across the winter, across the latency period of a neuron firing, across the emptiness that is between moments. Now, we have the Bardo, the winter, the night on the bottom of the chart. This is because there is an association the mind has with night, with death, with nothingness, with latency, with infinite not happening. Yes, it's the container, the space that things happen in, but from the mind's perspective that wants to keep you safe and wants things to be known, it's associated with death and hell and darkness and bad stuff below. So we keep it there. I mean, that's where it ended up, and I think that's the right place for it, because you could just as easily put it above, on the top of the circle, but that's only bringing out our positive associations, and then we may be doing a spiritual bypass. Meanwhile, we have trial on the top, and it could just as easily be on the bottom, because it is our experience on Earth, right? So sky above, Earth below. But as we know, that's obstruction. With hexagram 11, we invert it so that Earth is above sky, and that's what we have on our chart. I've mentioned that Sattva is an opportunity to bring Rajas and Tamas into a state of harmony. And the places where we see yin and yang together, and I'm not saying that yin is tamas, but there is a close association in some ways. Tamas is the potentiality for rajas, we can say, even though we may consciously be resisting anything other than tamas when we're in tamas. But in any case, you have a mixture in the spring on the left side and the fall on the right side. You have a mixture in the dawn and the dusk. You have a mixture in the spring and the fall. And so that's an opportunity for us to bring sattva. Yes, we can bring sattva to the other two places as well, and we ought to if we can. But I think it's interesting to focus on it as an opportunity to bring sattva to the rajas and tamasic energy. When you're in the summer, in the day, in the trial, it's all yang, right? It's all pushing, pushing, pushing. Negative adaptive child, negative free child are basically both yang forces. They're trying to achieve something. They're not receptive to each other or anything else. Whereas in the Bardo, it's pure receptivity. And so that's pure yin. You can say that sattva is pure yin because it's receptive. So there's a lot of contradictions here where sattva can apply to the Bardo, but it can equally apply in the other positions as well.